are the charges?
The subject is charged with violating Town Ordinance N6, having a quantity of 6 in their possession.
6 what?
6 anything. The ordinance states, no person within the borders of Sevenshire shall ever have in their possession or under their control something with an amount of 6.
Very well. It is a strange law, but it is the law. How does the defendant plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor. The defense asked for an immediate dismissal.
On what grounds?
Lack of evidence. The prosecution has no record whatsoever demonstrating definitively that our client had 6 of anything.
Is this true?
Not entirely. We have evidence that irrefutably proves that the defendant did in all actuality have a speed of 6 miles per hour.
But where is your evidence?
Your Honor, the prosecution submits Exhibit A. This photo shows the defendant getting in his car on April 1st at 8:30 a.m. This clearly demonstrates a moment on April 1st where the defendant had a speed of 0 miles per hour.
Objection. How is this possibly relevant?
You will see in short order. I'm establishing a pattern, Your Honor.
Overruled. Proceed.
The prosecution now submits Exhibit B. Here are 2 time-stamped photos from traffic cams. Again, from April 1st at 9:04 a.m., clearly showing the accused in his vehicle moving. The images are time-stamped exactly 1 second apart. We have marked where the vehicle is found in each image. Here is a sworn affidavit by the town surveying office, wherein they measured the distance between the 2 exact points where the vehicle of the accused is found in those images. We submit this as Exhibit C. Will the defense please read the measurement indicated?
Solicitor, really?
It clearly reads 36 feet and 8 inches. With straightforward calculation, this means the vehicle was traveling 25 miles per hour.
Your Honor, at this point I really must object. I am a student of calculus and know that this is not measuring the speed of the car.
Oh, really? You're saying that 25 miles per hour is not a speed?
Oh, it's a speed all right. It just isn't measuring the speed of the car.
If it isn't the speed of the car, whose speed is it? A sparrow's?
Your Honor, if I may have some time.
You may. Please proceed.
When a speed is calculated by the change in distance divided by the change in time between 2 points, you are calculating an average rate of change. The prosecutor is inferring that this is the same as an instantaneous rate of change, the actual speed of the car at any given instant. There is no evidence that my client was traveling at a constant speed.
Excellent point. Solicitor, how do you respond?
Will the defense first concede that the vehicle did have a speed at every instant?
Of course, everyone knows that a car has speed at every moment.
Thank you. I would like to bring into evidence the mean value theorem. It states, any quantity or function that is continuous on a given interval joining 2 points, which has an instantaneous rate at all points between them, must have a point inside the interval at which the instantaneous rate matches the average rate of change on the interval. I submit as Exhibit D the statement of the mean value theorem. Here is a demonstration. Take 2 points as so. Draw any continuous function joining these points. As so. Making sure that there's a valid slope at every point on the graph. That guarantees instantaneous rate. The average rate of change is the slope joining the 2 points at the ends. You'll always be able to find a point somewhere in between where the slope of the tangent matches this slope of the average rate, like so.
Cool. I'm going to give it a try. Amazing.
As the defense has already yielded that the car always has a speed, and its location is necessarily continuous, unless he has invented a teleportation device? No? Then the defendant satisfies all of the requirements for the mean value theorem to be applied.
Very well. We yield that my client did, at some time between when those photos were taken, have a speed of, what was it, 25 miles per hour? We still don't see the relevance of these data and the charges.
Your proper use of the plurality of data and your acknowledgement of being a student of calculus surprises me at your lack of foresight. Your Honor, we have demonstrated that at 8:30 a.m. on April 1st, the defendant was traveling 0 miles per hour. Then at some instant between 9:04:18 and 9:04:19 on that same day, the defendant admits to have been traveling at 25 miles per hour. Will you concede that at some point between 8:30 a.m. and 9:04 a.m. that your client was traveling at precisely 6 miles per hour?
No, I believe that burden rests on you.
Very well. I appeal to another theorem from calculus. The Intermediate Value Theorem. It states, any quantity or function that is continuous on a given interval joining 2 points must pass through every value of the quantity that is between the values at the endpoints.
I assume you'll submit that as an exhibit as well?
Yes, we submit the Intermediate Value Theorem as Exhibit E. See here. Again, take any 2 points, like so. Draw a continuous function between them, like so. Here's the value at one endpoint. Here's the value at another endpoint. Notice that the curve must pass through all intermediate values.
What about the values above or below?
Well, a function might go there, but the theorem doesn't say anything about it. Just the values between the ends. I think you know where I am heading.
Yes, I think I do.
We know that at 8:30, your client was traveling 0 miles per hour. And just after 9:04, your client was traveling 25 miles per hour. Like so. Unless you want to claim that the car's velocity did not change continuously. An impulse engine, perhaps? No? Then the speed of the car satisfies all of the conditions of the Intermediate Value Theorem. The value of 6 is between 0 and 25, yes?
Yes.
Then there must have been a time between 8:30 and 9:04 when the vehicle was traveling at precisely 6 miles per hour.
Very well, but how can you guarantee that this happened inside the town?
Excellent. We didn't realize we would need this, but we are glad our office is thorough. We would like to submit another piece of evidence, the phone location data of the accused on the day in question.
What is that now? Exhibit X, Y, or Z?
No, don't be silly. We submit Exhibit F.
Your Honor, don't you see what he is doing?
What?
How many pieces of evidence are there?
How dare you! In my courtroom? Bailiff! Arrest the solicitor!
On what charges?
For submitting exactly 6 pieces of evidence within the town of Sevenshire. Case dismissed.